So we're in our 1996 Hymer 544 and we have a problem with our cab heater. It's a Fiat Ducato 2.5 turbo diesel and it's got a 4-speed heater and we can only get speeds 1 and 2. So apparently this is quite a common fault with this particular year and vehicle. And it's usually related apparently to a resistor that goes, and the first thing I'm going to check is the fuse. So on our 96 Hymer, the fuse for the motor components are inside the glove compartment, just underneath this little flap here. And there's a very helpful guide on the top so we can see that the motor fan is, the cab fan rather, is 13, fuse 13, and sure enough, what did I find but a blown fuse, damaged, heat damaged. Here's what it looked like. I've replaced it, but actually the 2-speed problem still exists, so obviously it's something more. Now, in order to get to the heater we have to take out a series of screws. Let's have a look. 2 screws inside the glove box, one there, one there. And it's this panel here that's going to come off, and there's another 3 screws, one there, one there, and finally that one there. They're all Phillips. So that's the lower panel removed. As you can see, just one of the speakers is connected to it, but that can stay in situ. And then based on the replacement part that I've ordered, well, that looks like the relevant bit we need to examine. 2 Phillips screws, top and bottom, and out it comes. So we can now disconnect this. There's a little catch there. Press that in and the part will pop out. So replacement part sourced from eBay, only about £8 I think it was. This particular one has got a number HR1642, and let's have a look. Does it look identical? I reckon it is. So that's clipped back into place, back into the housing. And that cable there doesn't get in the way. And then just pop those 2 screws back in, one there and one there. But let's test it first. Ignition. Make sure she's in neutral. Nothing smoking. Ooh. Seems to be coming through quite nicely, but then it was always okay on 2. Now we're going to test 3. Oh, that's interesting. So the fan was probably okay, but having made all this effort, I decided to change it anyway, and I sourced one. Well, initially I tried Coastal Motorhomes. They were out of stock, so I went to online car parts and sourced this one called a replacement fan motor interior blower from online car parts, just by giving my reg and the VIN number. And for my particular model it came up as K92052 interior blower. Arrived within 7 days and a reasonable cost. So I think I spent, there it is, total of €70, £70 for this particular item, which is fine. Because I need to get in there so I can get behind that switch. Well, I'm having no joy. So let's have another approach. Let's just see if there's anything, hidden screws behind here. Or would you look at that? Torx 15, my favourite. Could this be the route in? But I'm getting closer. Let's remove these two other switch covers and the retaining switches behind them, screws behind them. And finally the slider, and magically we are in! Yay! I think. Next, it looks as if I have to take these two screws out. And that's how you need to get behind there. That's the switch, resistor switch. Finally, that allows you to drop the radio console away, which means I can put that in properly again. And there's a third screw just in there. There? No. Can't get to it. There. In there. So it's free. And this is where we're hoping to find a burnt out switch. Tantalizingly close. Now if I look at the replacement part and those three offset screws, that's going to be the right alignment. Just has to get behind there. Bingo, it's off. And hopefully, yes, we've got some signs of burnout, unfortunately, on the side we're keeping. Well, give it a go. Tricky getting it back in, so this new switch is in place, but lining up the three screws, yeah, it takes a bit of fiddling around. Right, all back together again. Moment of truth. Let's try it out. Ooh, I hear a fan. Yay! Sorted. Good old Hymer.